This week said the Parshet Shemois. We talk about Moshe Rabbeinu. The whole birth of Moshe Rabbeinu is L'malim B'derech HaTeva. Besides the whole birth of Moshe Rabbeinu, which is L'malim B'derech HaTeva, how was Moshe Rabbeinu Zoicha to be the manik of Am Yisrael? What did Moshe Rabbeinu exactly do? So the Medrash brings down, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to make someone to be a manik, to be in charge of Am Yisrael, to be the driver of Am Yisrael, what does he do? He tests them if these people are capable of being the manik. How does he test them? The Medrash brings down with David HaMelech and Moshe Rabbeinu. David HaMelech had tzoin, boko, cattle. And he said to David HaMelech thought, why? How can I take this tzoin and this boko out in the field and give them grass? There's older animals, younger animals. The older ones, we tread on the younger ones. First, I'll take out the younger ones. They can eat the soft grass. Then they're satisfied. He takes them inside and he brings out the next age of sheep. Then the older sheep, in order that the older ones shouldn't force and tread on the younger ones. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu told David HaMelech, you know how to look after my sheep. You could be a king. Of Moshe Rabbeinu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tested him out also with a tzoin. Where Moshe Rabbeinu saw a keves, saw a gdi, a lamb running away, and he ran to the water. Moshe Rabbeinu said, why? I didn't know that you were thirsty. If I would have known you were thirsty, I would have lifted you up, I would have taken you out to the water. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells him, you have achmonos for the tzoin, you could be a manik. In order to be a manik, you have to be noise b'oilim chaveroi, to think about the other guy, to sit next to him, to be mechazekim. How many people go through problems? How many people sit in the hospitals? How many people have children not well? And how many people, people are left at home in wheelchairs, or some people can't go out of the home. Even if you don't come to visit them, at least you should lift up the phone to ask, where are you? I haven't been seeing you for the last 2 weeks in shul. What is going on with you? Is everything all right with you? When a person thinks about the other guy, he goes into his feet. He understands him. He listens to him. He doesn't put cotton in his ears and he tells him, you have a problem, that's your problem. No, he listens to him. He goes with him. He coincides his whole life with the other Yid. And he has a chmonos on him. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you have a chmonos on the other guy, you could be the manik. Like in the Second World War, Yudua, the times of Reb Chaim Oizer, people's houses were all demolished. There was once a Chaim Brisk. The Chaim Brisk told that he was Oive Yoim V'Layid, in order that people should come into his house and he could look after them. Houses got burned down there. In those days, manik dies for the other guy. He dies for Yena. He goes into his feet for Yena. He thinks about him. He has a chmonos about him. Noise b'oilim chaveroi. To become a manik, why was HaKadosh Baruch Hu mitgalel Moshe Rabbeinu b'torach hasneh? Was there as a bechina of imoy onoichi betzoro. Imoy onoichi betzoro, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees Am Yisrael has a tzoro. Am Yisrael goes through hard times. We don't understand why, but Am Yisrael is a holy nation. Avraham Avinu went to Mitzrayim. Because Avraham Avinu went to Mitzrayim, and Paro gave him Eretz Goshen and Sorai. Whatever happened over there, Parshas Lech Lecho. We b'chatzi alayla Avraham Avinu runs after Lot. We were zochet av yitzis Mitzrayim b'schutz. V'hi b'chatzi alayla b'schutz Avraham Avinu. Ichpat lo means it disturbed him that his nephew, they captured his nephew and they took him to Iraq. Avraham Avinu, he did whatever he can. Moshe Rabbeinu, David HaMelech, that's a manik. To become a manik, it hurts you. The other person has a tzor. The other person goes through troubles the other person has problems, you go into his feet, you sit next to him, you mechabit him, you mechazik him, you lift him up, you help him, you talk to him, you listen to him. Das is a word. That's Pshat. Noise bo'oil im chaveroi. That's what we see at the beginning of the Parsha, Parsha Shemois. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu was zocher to be the manik of Am Yisrael. He went out of the armoin of the palace where he was. He took off his clothes there, the clothes he got from Bastia, and he went into his brothers in the field to see how they're going through such hard time, lifting up cement, lifting up bricks, lifting up pillars, and schlepping and coming and going and going and schlepping. Kulizur says, you think about Am Yisrael, which is Miskenim, which is Rachmonos, and you think about them, you'll also become my manik Bezat Hashem. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu was zocher to be the manik of Gantz Klal Yisrael, of whole of Klal Yisrael.